Welcome in everybody to Fresno A's baseball here in Fresno, California, Chansey Park on this beautiful Wednesday night. My name is Chris Kiggins, and the A's are getting set to take on the Alameda Anchors for game number 2 of a 2-game set. The A's got the win last night by a score of 13-3 over the Anchors. That I'd originally thought put them in sole possession of first. However, the Anchors, they reported one of their games from earlier hadn't loaded yet on their schedule. So we are indeed back to being tied. They are 7-1 in conference play. The A's are 9-2. So if the A's can win today, they'll be in first place. I even double-checked the Anchor schedule afterwards as well. So they have played 7 conference games, 8 after last night. This will be number 9. And as the teams are coming onto the field, we'll go over a little bit about who is playing in this game for the A's. Of course, starting with the A's starting pitcher, it's going to be Joshua Moreno today out of Fresno Pacific University. Moreno this season has thrown 22 1/3 innings. He has a wonderful ERA. It's down on the year to 1.56 with a 1.16 whip as well. He has been one of the A's best starters. Although he hasn't started all of his games. Let me see if I can get the splits on that. He has come in as a long reliever many times this season. He only has 1 start on the year despite 7 games played. So this will be start number 2 for Moreno. Strikeout to walk ratio is a good 24-9. One of the better control pitchers for the A's. Gonzalez is going to face a very similar lineup from the Anchors yesterday to today. See if they have any new players in the game. They do have one. Their center fielder is going to be Kevin Kroom. He's getting the start out there today. Everyone else was in the lineup. They flipped some things around. The only player who was in the lineup yesterday for the Anchors who's not today is the catcher Bennett Johnston. The A's, as they go over their starting lineup, I will go over theirs as well. Leading off today for the A's is going to be Robbie Papel in center. Batting second is Angel Mejia at short. Grant Kinzel will be doing the first baseman duties today, batting third. Ned Cheklich will be over at third base, batting fourth. Brady White batting fifth, playing left. Caleb Rico back in the lineup, playing second base, batting sixth. Sean Psyche will be the DH for the A's today, batting seventh. Jordan Hartley will be behind the dish, doing the catching for the A's, batting eighth. And Scott Mitchell will be in right field, batting ninth. And, of course, Joshua Moreno is the starter for the A's. Forgot to mention the starter for the Anchors today is going to be Sam Linevers, a right-handed pitcher. So the A's a pretty similar lineup to yesterday. Hartley is in for Garay, and Sean Psyche is in the lineup today. He got the day off yesterday. He's back in. A's hoping for a very similar game as yesterday. They got a jump start to the big lead. The middle innings, it was a lot of zeros from both teams, and then the last inning we played in the 8th, the A's exploded for another 6 runs to give them the win. They called it right there. So a repeat performance of a game like last night would be perfect for the A's. They're hoping to do it again. And it looks like we're about set up for the national anthem, so I will step out and I'll be right back after this. We're back after the national anthem, minutes away from game or for A's baseball. As Josh Moreno gets set to warm up. Last time we saw Josh, he was the relief pitcher at the Lincoln Potters game. Cooper King went the first 5. Moreno threw a shutout 4 on the back end of that one. And he's looking to have another repeat performance himself of that game. We'll see how long he goes. I believe 5 is his longest start of the season. But we also had a new summer high in innings last night from Tyler Gonzalez. So we'll see how long Moreno can go today. As we get set to kick off the game here, Evan Fuorici is leading off. He was batting third yesterday for the Anchors. He's in the leadoff spot today. First pitch from Moreno is in there. Strike one. Official start time tonight, 6:05 p.m. Moreno's second pitch is fouled off. It's going to be 0-2. That one misses high, 1-2. Oh, forgot to put the base up there for the score bug. There we go. Apologies for that. That one's going to be fouled off near the A's dugout. Count remains 1-2. That one is just low, 2-2. Hit over to first base. Kinsel going to feed over to Moreno just in time for out number 1. That's how we get this one started. It's with a ground out to first base. Diego Delventhal steps in. Pitch is low, ball 1. That one's hit out to second. Rico slips a little bit, but he'll make the play anyway. Quick out number 2. Jet Guevara switching places with Evan Fuorici, who's batting leadoff yesterday. He's in the 3 spot today. Takes a ball outside, 1-0. That one is fouled away. Cut on and miss. Strike two. Moreno looking for a 1-2-3 first inning. That one fouled off behind the anchor dugout. Pitch is high, ball two. Cut on and missed, and Moreno does get the 1-2-3 inning. With that strikeout, the A's are out of it. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Your Fresno A's are going to get their first ups. It's a 0-0 game. Welcome back. We're in the bottom of the first inning between the A's and the Anchors. Robbie Papel steps in as the leadoff hitter, and he will be facing Sam Linivers. Linivers, like Angel Mejia of the A's, hasn't played college ball yet. He's coming out of high school. He gets ready to throw. It's cut on and missed. 1-2. Apologies, I might play around with the video settings, the color correction after this inning, trying to keep it as bright as possible from the shadows. That one almost hits Papel. It's inside 2-2. Robbie Papel had 4 RBIs in yesterday's game, thanks to 2 two-run singles. That one hit out to right field. It's going to be ran down by the right fielder for out number 1. And it'll bring up the shortstop, Angel Mejia. Mejia been on a tear lately. Was on base 4 times last night. Had 3 hits and a walk. He's probably been the most productive Fresno A of the last week at the plate. Well, they've had a lot of guys who've been hitting lately. Pitch is just in there. Strike 1. That one misses. 1-1. That one's outside. Not 3-1, 2-1. Cut on and missed, and the count is even now. Mejia looking to get on for Grant Kinzel, the first baseman who awaits on deck. It's a full count. That one is fouled off down the right field line. Into the second deck. Mejia stays alive. It's 3-2. Flied into center field. New center fielder Kroom has got a beat on it, and he'll make the play. 2 away for Kinzel. Lenevers gets ready for his pitch. That one is cut on and missed by Kinzel. 0-1. Kinzel was also on base a couple of times. In fact, every A's hitter was on base last night. Kinzel pops that one. It's going to get out of play. 0-2. Kinzel had a base hit, and he had a walk. Also had a screamer out to the warning track that was caught. He hits that one. It's out to the shortstop. Play is in time. Almost throws it away, but first baseman gets a nice reach to grab it. And both starting pitchers today trade clean first innings. We're going to head into the second. It's still 0-0. We are back as Mitch Nelson steps in to face Joshua Moreno. Nelson had a couple hits last night for the Anchors. He's up in an 0-2 or 2-0 count right here. That one's going to get in, almost hit to Nelson. It's going to be 3-0. Hit out to left field, foul, 3-1. That one's tipped fair. Never mind, Moreno makes a smart play and lets it go foul as Nelson was running past him. Might not have been able to beat him with the throw. So it's going to be a full count. Nelson's going to have to go back and hit again. Another chopper, but this one is well foul. Count remains full. That one just misses. It's going to be ball 4 to lead off this inning. It's going to bring up Cam Imberg. First pitch to Imberg is in there, strike 1. Runner goes. That one's hit out to center field. Papel is under it. He'll make the catch. He's going to have a chance to get the runner at first. Oh, and it cannot be wrangled by Kinzel. So the A's are only going to get the 1. As the throw back to first is not in time. The runner, Nelson, went all the way around first, started heading to third. Or all the way around second, rather, started heading to third. However, he was able to get back on the error. Not sure who the error was on, but it did get past him. So it'll be 1 away with 1 out. Pitch is in there for strike 1 to Grant Honinger. Honinger was the starting pitcher of last night's game. Throwback not in time. Runner goes this time. The throw is a pretty good one. However, Nelson is going to get in there safely. That one's hit down the left field line. It's going to be foul. Just a couple feet out of play. It's 1-2. That one misses. 2-2. Close pitch misses. Full count. That one's tapped to Moreno himself. He's going to make the play at first. Throw over is in time. It'll move the runner to third. However, there are 2 down. Marcos Lagios steps in. Lagios also had a couple hits last night for the Anchors. He was a pesky guy to get out for him. A real tough out. Moreno starts him off with the strike. It's 0-1. He fouls it off. 0-2. Cut on and miss. Strike three. Moreno gets through the inning. The Anchors get a runner on, but no runs across. We're going to head to the bottom of the second inning. It's still 0-0. Welcome back to the bottom of inning number 2. Ned Cheklich leading off for the A's here, and he takes a ball from Linevers. Cheklich also had a good day yesterday, got on base 3 times, had a couple hits, including a 2-run double. Not just 1 RBI, he had 2. He takes that one low and away. It's 2-0. The bottom of the second is where the A's did a lot of their damage last night. We'll see if they can do something similar here. Pitches in there, 2-1. That one's close, but outside, 3-1. In there, it's a full count. Cheklich working on bringing his batting average back up. Had a little bit of a slump a couple weeks ago. His batting average was sitting in the 240s, but after the last couple of days, it's back up to 262. So that's climbing. And the on-base percentage will get a little higher there as Cheklich takes the walk. It's going to bring up Grady White out there in left field today for the A's. Pitch is in there, strike 1 to White. Pitch is high, count is even. That one is going to be in there for a base hit. First hit of the game for the A's is a single from Brady White. And they might have something cooking here. It's first and second with nobody out. And it'll bring up Caleb Rico. Rico, we were a little concerned about last night, had to leave the game. I thought he might have re-aggravated his hamstring injury, but I was talking to him before the game, and he told me the hamstring is fine. He was a little bit lightheaded after rounding first base last night. He thinks it was just dehydration. Said he's all good to go for today, and obviously the coaches think so as well, as he's back in the lineup. So good to know that he's all right. He comes in and takes a ball. Liniver's pitch. Rico shows bunt. He bunts it foul, 1-1. Not a bad idea. Try to move over the runners. That one is also foul, 1-2. Pitch is inside, 2-2. That one's hit pretty well out into left field. It's going to hang up just enough and be caught for out number 1. And it'll bring up the DH, Sean Psyche. Psyche will step in now with one away and runners at first and second. Swings at that one, but it's fouled off behind the plate, 0-1. That one is fouled back, 0-2. Or sorry, 1-2. That one is back to the pitcher. He's going to make the play over to second and a good feed to first. Ended up being a good effort from the pitcher Linivers to start the turn double play. So the A's threaten a little bit, but they're unable to score. And it'll be the third inning now. The score is still 0-0. Welcome back to inning number 3. Moreno stays out there to pitch, and he fires in a strike. Batter shows bunt, but it's in there, called strike 2. The hitter is Robbie Fintland. He's out in left field today for the Anchors, and he hits that one out into center field. Papel trying to track it down. He'll make the play on the run for out number 1. Good effort from Papel to stay with that ball in the sun, and he ran it down. It's going to be the center fielder for the Anchors, who we didn't see yesterday, but Kevin Kroom. He'll be getting his first ups of this series. Kroom swings and misses. It's 0-1. Pitch is in there, strike 2. That one misses 1 and 2. And Moreno gets strike 3. That one swinging, that will retire Kroom, bring up the top of the order. And they're 2 away. Fuorici is back in. He's 0 for 1 today. Pitch misses. It's 2-0 to the leadoff hitter, Furici. In there, strike one. Almost said strike two. It's 3-1 the count. That one is taken for ball four. Furici reaches with 2 on, or 2 out. And stepping in is Delventhal. Delventhal was the or the shortstop last night. Sorry, he's over at second base today. He takes just low and inside. 1-0. The throw back over to first to Chuck on the runner is not in time. Up the middle, off the glove of Moreno. What a play by Angel Mejia. That ball was skied into the air off of Moreno's glove. Mejia was able to catch it while keeping his foot on second base for the tag because ended up being a ground ball. But he caught it on the run, was able to keep his foot on second for out number 3. Moreno gets around the 2-out walk, and the A's will head into their half of the third. Score remains tied at 0-0. We're in the bottom of the third inning. Jordan Hartley is up to hit for the first time for the A's. He takes strike one from Linevers. That one is cut on and missed. Strike two. Have another walk-up song change. I'm not sure what the song is. I'll have to look into it. I'll have to ask him later. But Hartley's normal Dirty Diana as his walk-up song was not the walk-up song today. I'll have to ask him what he changed it to. That pitch misses. It's 1-2. Good eye from Hartley. He takes it outside, 2-2. That one misses as well from 0-2 to 3-2. Jordan Hartley trying to work his way into a favorable count. He hits that one. It's going to be out towards third base. Good effort by the third baseman. I believe that's Guevara out there trying to make the play, but he will not get there in time. It remains 3-2. That one is popped way up. This one will be playable, and it will be swiped by the catcher, Imberg. Makes the tough play to retire the first batter of the inning. Scott Mitchell's going to step in. Mitchell had a couple hits in yesterday's ball game. That one is fouled off down the first base line, 0-1. Play across the diamond is just in time to get the speedy Mitchell. It was a tapper out to third, but Guevara makes a good play. There are quickly two away. And it's going to be Robbie Papel stepping in. Papel 0 for 1. Not many base runners today for either side. The Anchors have walked twice today. And the A's, you have Cheklich, who has walked, and Brady White has a hit. So 2 base runners apiece for both teams, but that's been it. That one misses 1-0. That one's hit to short. Throw over is off the bag. And Papel is safe. Linevers almost got out of the inning cleanly, but the throw from the shortstop was over the head of the first baseman. Did a good job to not let it go by him, but it took him off the bag. Papel will be safe. And it's going to bring up Mejia for the second time today. Mejia flew out to center in his at-bat number 1. He hits that one to short. They're going to go the short way to second, and that play is made. So the error doesn't come back to hurt the Anchors. It's another scoreless inning, and we head to the fourth. It's still 0-0. I can't even get the headset on in time for that one. First pitch seen of the inning from Guevara was hit sharply out to Mitchell and right, but it was caught for out number one. It'll bring up Mitch Nelson. Nelson was the first base runner of the day for the Anchors. He reached on a walk. And he hits that one first pitch out to left field. It's going to be Brady White battling the sun. He'll make the play for out number two. I believe that's 2 pitches, 2 outs for Moreno. And stepping back up to the plate is going to be the catcher, Cam Imberg. Nobody on and 2 away. In there, strike 1. Well, it won't be a 3-pitch inning as Imberg looks at the first pitch. He hits that one. That's going to be the first hit of the day for the Anchors. That'll get through into left field for a base hit. It's going to bring in Honinger. Honinger hits that one to Rico at second. Might have broken the bat a little bit. Rico fields it cleanly. And that is a 6-pitch inning for Josh Moreno. And that's even including a hit. However, super efficient. No run score. The A's are going to get quickly back out to hit. It's going to be the bottom of the 4th inning. Score tied 0-0. Welcome back to the bottom of inning number 4. I was messing with the color correction a little bit. Let me see how this is going to look. It unfortunately doesn't help as much as I hoped it would. Although it's not terrible, and as the shadow moves out and covers more of the field, the contrast should get better, so I can make it even brighter. Thanks for sticking with me through this. We're battling the sun here too, just like the players, just in a different way. Anyway, back to the game. Grant Kinzel's up, and it's 2-0. Kinzel 0 for 1 today. That one's hit up the middle, just past the reach of the second baseman, Delventhal. That's a leadoff base hit for Grant Kinzel. Got to take the outs off. There we go. It'll bring up Cheklich, who walked his first time up. Cheklich hoping to start a chain of base runners here, maybe get one in. That one's hit hard down the first baseline, but foul. 0-1. Pitch misses low, 1-1. That one misses low, 2-1. Cheklich is able to hold up. It's 3-1. Hit over to first. First baseman can't handle it. He'll have to go to first only. Tried to make the play to Kinzel at second, but couldn't do it. So Cheklich is going to be out, but it'll move Kinzel into scoring position. And it'll bring up Brady White, who had the first hit of the game for the A's today. He'll have a runner out in scoring position with one away. That one's high and away, ball 1. Pitch misses, 2-0. Brady White fouls that one high and away. 2-1. Linever's pitch is fouled off. It's an even count, 2-2. Linever's gets his sign, looks back at Kinsel, he throws. It's low, full count. Caleb Rico back up, waiting on deck. Pitch misses outside, and Brady White takes the walk. First and second now with only one out for the second baseman, Caleb Rico. Brady White keeps driving that on-base percentage up. He's been on base twice today, once via a single and once via the walk. Good opportunity here for the A's to get a run across. We're still scoreless through 3.5. Rico fouls that one off into the upper deck, 0-1. Swung on and missed 1-2. Looked like a breaking ball low that got Rico out in front of it. And he gets Rico out on strike swinging. They're 2 away. And it'll be up to Sean Psyche. Pitch misses, ball 1. Hit up the middle. Psyche comes through with the base hit. They're going to wave around Kinsel. Throw is going to go to third. That one's not in time either. Sean Psyche comes through big here in the 4th. Puts the A's on the board with an RBI single. They're up 1-0. Psyche was pumped about that one. That's the kind of hit you need in games like this where both teams are struggling to score. and every run helps. We'll see if Hartley can do the same. He'll hit with runners at second and third as the throw over to third allowed Psyche to get to second. Hartley hits that one into left field. Taking a few steps back is the left fielder. He'll get under it and make the play, however, for out number 3. But the A's off the bat of Sean Psyche strike first here in the fourth. They lead it 1-0 as we head into inning number 5. We're back in the top of the 5th inning. Marcos Lagios is going to hit against Josh Moreno, who's through 4 scoreless, only allowed 1 hit to this point. Pitch misses outside, ball 1. So far, still a lot of game left to go, but as of now, this has been a pitcher's duel by the clearest definition. This one's hit out to short. Mejia gonna make the play. That one was close. Mejia from the outfield, though, behind second with the great throw over there, and they're going to call Lagios out. It'll be 1 down. Stepping in now is Robbie Fintland. Fintland 0 for 1 today. That one's hit out to Rico at second. It's a little bit of a slow roller. Going to be a closer play than I thought. But Rico will still make the throw in time, out number 2. It'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Kevin Kroom. Kroom was a strikeout victim his first time to the plate. 1 of 3 for Josh Moreno today. Kroom takes outside, ball 1. In there, strike one, even it up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Top of the order due up next for the Anchors. Strike two looked at. It's 1-2. Umpire calls time as the player goes and grabs that ball that trickled behind home plate. That one hit pretty well out to left field. It's going to be just a one-hopper to the wall. And a big 2-strike hit for Kevin Kroom and the Anchors. They get a runner in scoring position, I believe for the first time today. It's going to bring up the top of the order in Evan Furici. It'll be a 1-out double for Kroom. Furici is 0 for 1 with a walk. That one just misses, 1-0. That one's hit out to left field. Brady White going to range back on it. He'll make the leaping play near the warning track. Clutch play from Brady White out in left field saves a run. And the A's are going to head to the bottom of the 5th inning with the lead intact. It's a 1-0 A's over the Anchors. We are in the bottom of inning number 5. Thanks for tuning in to the broadcast today for Fresno A's baseball. Scott Mitchell is leading off against the new pitcher for the Anchors. It's going to be Okajima. I am blanking on his last name. I saw it just a minute, or his first name. I saw it just a minute ago. Let me pull it up real quick. Isaac Okajima. And Okajima throws in a ball to Mitchell. That one misses just low. It's 2-0. A pretty good outing from Linevers, the Alameda Anchors starting pitcher. Went 4 innings, only allowed the 1 run. However, they pull him here. And the first batter that Okajima faces, Scott Mitchell's in a 3-0 count. Hit very hard up the middle, sinking. But it's going to be a diving catch out in center from Kroom. Nice play to get a handle on that ball. There's going to be 1 away. It'll bring up Robbie Papel. That one's fouled back. 0-1. Papel looking to get on for the first time today. After another great game last night. Last couple of weeks, Papel's been swinging a hot bat. Fouls that one off down the first base line. Out of play. That one's hit to third. It's going to be foul. Count remains 0-2. That one's high, 1-2. In between this inning and the next, I'm probably going to bump up the brightness a little bit as the whole field's getting covered, so there shouldn't be as much contrast between the light and the dark. Might not be able to see much beyond the ballpark, like the Toyota sign above the batter's eye might disappear. But hopefully we'll just be able to see the field. As Papel fouls that ball back, count remains 1-2. Pitch misses outside. Papel starting a battle here. It's 2-2. Cut on and missed. And Okajima finally gets Papel on strikes. There's going to be 2 away for Mejia. Okajima gets ready to throw. That one's in the dirt to Angel Mejia, 1-0. Hit pretty well down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. It's going to get to the corner. Mejia is going to cruise his way to a stand-up 2-out double. That's his first hit of the game, and the A's have a runner in scoring position. And for who else? Grant Kinzel, the team's RBI leader. Kinzel 1 for 2 in today's ball game. Had a hit back in the 4th inning. He would be that run that would score. The only one of the A's so far. Or the only one for the A's so far. That's a curveball that falls in there. Strike 1. The pitch. Inside pitch. Kinzel swings and misses. It's 0-2. Hits that one to short. Throw over to first is in time. Angel Mejia gets the 2-out double. He continues hitting well. But the A's aren't able to score. However, as we head into inning number 6, they still hold on to a lead. It's 1-0 A's. Welcome back, Diego Delventhal leading off for the Anchors. He's 0 for 2 today. Josh Moreno fires in a strike for the A's. It's 0-1. That one fouled off. 0-2. Pitch misses low, 1-2. Looks like Austin Armstrong warming up down in the A's bullpen. That pitch misses, 2-2. See if this will be the last inning for Joshua Moreno. That one's hit sharply to first, but Kinzel has a beat on it. He'll take it himself for out number 1. Good pick by Kinzel on the ground ball. It's going to bring up Guevara. Guevara also 0 for 2 today. Don't believe he's been on base yet. Moreno hoping it stays that way right here. That's a good start. He swings and misses. Strike 1. Pitch inside, ball 1. Jet Guevara has to kind of jump out of the way, that one. That one's hit to second base. Rico has it on a hop. He'll throw over for out number 2. Moreno not really getting a bunch of strikeouts, but that's worked in his favor as he has been ultra efficient here tonight. It'll bring up Mitch Nelson, trying to keep the inning alive for the Alameda Anchors. Only had a handful of base runners today. I believe 2 or 3 walks and then only 2 hits. Nelson takes high, ball 1. He was one of those walks back in the second inning. That one's tapped foul, 1-1. Moreno only to 70 pitches through 5 2/3. That one misses, ball 2. So I feel like usually you're through 6, you want to be around 85 to 90. That one is up there into right field. It's going to be Scott Mitchell making the catch. Near the warning track, Nelson almost got that ball out of the ballpark to tie it up, but Mitchell finds it and gets the out. That is 6 scoreless for Joshua Moreno as we head into the bottom of the 6th. What a great day by him. We'll see if that's it for him or if he'll go out for the 7th. Regardless, the A's trying to add on here in the bottom of the 6th. They lead it 1-0. Welcome back, A's fans. We're in the bottom of the sixth inning, and Ned Cheklich is going to step in to lead off against Isaac Okajima, who stays in there for the Alameda Anchors. Still a 1-0 game, very tight. Not many base runners either. This has been a very efficient game from both sides. That one gets away in the dirt. Ball 1 to Cheklich. Cheklich 0 for 1 today, reached on an error and drew a walk back in the second inning. That one is foul tipped back near the catcher, 1-1. Pitch is high, 2-1. Fouled straight back into the net, 2-2. Cheklich looks like he almost got that one timed up. He was just a bit under it. That one's hit out to center field. Coming in for it is the center fielder, Kroom. He'll make the play, one away. It's going to bring in Brady White, who's reached base twice today. Base hit and a walk. He's been the only player on either side to reach base cleanly 2 times. Cheklich technically has, but one was off of an error, so it doesn't count towards the on-base percentage, unfortunately. Brady White with the single and the walk. Fouls that one near the plate. 0-1. Okajima gets ready to throw. That one's hit over to first on a hop. First baseman will make the play himself. Out number 2. And it'll be Caleb Rico stepping in with 2 away. Rico 0 for 2 in today's ball game. Looking to reach for the first time to extend this inning. Breaking ball misses outside, or 1-0. That one's hit out to short. Or no, it's going to be a third baseman jumping in front of it. He'll make the play. Pick by the first baseman is good. So Isaac Okajima of Alameda works a 1-2-3 inning. And we'll head into the 7th. The A's 1, the Anchors 0. Cam Imberg is set to face Josh Moreno, who's back out there for the top of inning number 7. That one's hit out to short. Mejia is not going to be able to get it. That's a hit for Imberg. He has 2 of the 3 Anchors hits, and that's a leadoff single. It's going to bring in Honinger. One of the first times, if not the first time today, that I think it's the second time that an Anchor's leadoff hitter has reached base. That one's hit out to center. Papel has a beat on it, however. That's out number 1. Looked like that ball was slicing away from him, but hung up enough to where he could get to it. It'll bring in Lagios, who again, Lagios a couple hits in last night's ball game. They've been able to keep him in check today. Oops, sorry, forgot to add the runner on first. Ooh, and that one's going to hit Lagios. That'll put runners at first and second with 1 away. It's going to bring up, looks like we have a pinch hitter. Or will it be a pitching change first? Looks like it is. That'll be it for Josh Moreno. Austin Armstrong coming in. We'll come back when he gets warmed up. Welcome back. Thank you for tuning in. After the pitching change, we have a new pitcher and a new hitter. New pitcher for the A's is, of course, Austin Armstrong out of Dakota State University. Very similar numbers to Moreno. He's thrown 22 and a third innings to this point on the year. Has a 1.25 ERA. He's been fantastic. Throws a first pitch strike to the pinch hitter for the Anchors. It's going to be Coulter McMasters. He fouls that one back, 0-2. McMasters, we didn't see him in yesterday's ball game. This will be his first plate appearance of the series. Joshua Moreno through 6 1/3 innings. We'll see what the final line is, as he is still responsible for the runners at first and second. However, a fantastic day on the mound for him. And a fantastic start for Austin Armstrong as he strikes out McMasters in 3 pitches. There's 2 away. It'll bring up Kroom. Kroom had a double, the biggest hit of the day for the Anchors, although he wasn't able to score. Kroom fouls that one back, 0-1. Looked like he was almost on that pitch, kind of like Cheklich was last inning for the A's. He was just under it, fouled it straight back. Pitch misses outside, 1-1. That one's hit out to Mejia at short. He'll make the play the short way at second. And it'll be in time. Armstrong comes in, good relief of Josh Moreno. So Moreno's line is officially 6 1/3, a scoreless ball. Armstrong gets the final 2 outs of the 7th. And we head to the bottom of inning number 7. A's still lead at 1-0. Sean Psyche steps up to the plate here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Psyche had the big hit of the day. It was a 2-out RBI single to put the A's ahead 1-0, and that's where it's been so far this game. He did it back in the 4th. We're in the 7th now, and the score still remains the same. Psyche came through in a big way. He takes ball 1 from Isaac Okajima, who's out there for his 3rd inning of work. He's been very good as well. Although Psyche hits that one into right center or left center, that's going to get down for a base hit. It's going to get down for an extra base hit as Psyche moves into second. He's got 2 hits on the day. That one a leadoff double. Another big delivery from Psyche here as the A's hope to add on. They love an insurance run or two here in the bottom of the 7th. It's going to be Hartley looking for his first hit of the ball game. That one's in there, strike 1. Hartley calls time, and he will step back into the box. Sean Psyche gets his lead out at second. That pitch is low, ball 1. That one's hit out to right field. Right center, that one's going to get down. That'll score Psyche. Jordan Hartley has himself an RBI double, and the A's take a 2-0 lead. First Sean Psyche delivers, now Jordan Hartley gets the A's a big insurance run here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Good piece of hitting from Jordan Hartley. It'll bring in Scott Mitchell. And we're going to have a mound visit. Looks like mostly just the infield. No coach coming out as of yet. The Anchors do have activity in their bullpen. We'll see how much more of a leash Okajima has. He's given up back-to-back doubles to lead off the 7th inning. That one's hit out to right field. That's a base hit for Scott Mitchell. Bobbled by the left fielder. Uh-oh, and we've got some errors coming on here. Keep going, Scott. He'll make it to third. The A's dugout is fired up. You can kind of see him from that angle. That was a single. They sent the runner Hartley home, but instead of that, it was cut off. They tried to throw it to second, but threw it into the outfield, so Mitchell goes to third. That'll be an RBI single for Scott Mitchell. 3-0 A's, and we're going to get a mound visit from the skipper here. We'll see if we get a new pitcher coming in. Welcome back. Isaac Okajima stays out there to pitch, and he'll pitch to Robbie Papel, who's 0 for 3, but looks to continue the hit parade here in the 7th inning. Infield in, Mitchell at third. 1-0 to Papel. Breaking ball misses. It's going to be a little bit high, ball 2. That one's low, 3-0 to the leadoff hitter, Papel. Robbie looking to drive in the 3rd run of the inning and the 4th run of the game. He's got a runner at 3rd and nobody out. In a good hitter's count here. That one hit well down the left field line. It's going to be foul. Almost hits the pitcher warming up in the Anchors bullpen. It's a 3-1 count. And Papel works the walk. Runners at the corners. He's on base for the first time tonight, and it's going to bring up Angel Mejia. Pitch low and into Mejia, ball 1. Wouldn't be surprised if this is Okajima's last hitter. Maybe if he gets the out, they'll let him go, but even then. Or actually, with a lefty warming up in the bullpen, they might keep him on for Kinzel, and then when Cheklich, the lefty, comes up and a couple hitters, they might switch him out. Mejia takes ball low. It's 2-0. And it looks like we've got Zeke Savage warming up now in the A's bullpen. That one fouled away, 2-1. That's going to land perfectly in a seat. It was unoccupied. I don't know if I've seen that before because the seats have backs on them, or backs, but they have a gap at the bottom. That one's just kind of sitting there. Okajima's 2-1 pitch to Mejia. Mejia hits that one very well into left field. That one is signed, sealed, and delivered over the fence in left field. A 3-run bomb from Angel Mejia puts the A's up 6-0. That's his second homer of the season, his second homer in less than a week. Mejia delivers again and puts the A's up pretty big here now in the bottom of the 7th. That's one of those, you figure that he has been hot. He's likely to drive in the run, but he puts up three on one swing of the bat. And that will indeed bring on a pitching change. We'll get who the new pitcher is for the Anchors in just a second when they get warmed up. A's lead 6-0. Welcome back. After the 3-run home run off the bat of Angel Mejia, the A's lead at 6-0 and force a pitching change. And it looks like I might have to hold on. Something happened here. I'll be right back. Well, I'm back, folks. I'm trying to fix the camera issue. For some reason, they went out. They're still alive, but I'm not exactly sure what is happening with the cameras. I'll keep you updated in the meantime. Kinzel went down on strikes for out number one. It's Ned Cheklich to the plate. Cheklich hits that one to the first baseman. He's going to take it himself for out number two. Brady White's going to step up. I might have to leave again real quick to try to figure out what's going on here. Ooh, there we go. Sorry about that, everybody. We're back in. Something got unplugged just a little bit, it seems like. Had to check almost all my cables, but we're good to go. It's Brady White up to the plate. He's in a 2-1 count at the moment. New pitcher also for the Anchors is Eric Kiesis. Brady White fouls that one off. It's 2-2. Make sure both cameras are up and running. They should be. Cut on and a miss for strike three. So Kiesis comes in and gets 3 outs. However, after an eventful inning, with the cameras going out, and then even bigger than that, the 5 runs put up on the board by A's hitting, including the 3-run home run by Angel Mejia, the A's are going to head into the 8th inning with a 6-0 lead. Welcome back to the top of the 8th. It's Evan Furici leading off against Austin Armstrong for the Anchors. Austin Armstrong, the last inning, took over for Josh Moreno and got 2 outs. Furuichi is 0 for 2 with a walk in today's ball game. He's down, well, tied in the count, 1-1. The A's give Armstrong some much appreciated insurance. They put up 5 in the bottom of the 7th. That one's going to be called foul, 1-2, just down the right field or left field line. I think we're good enough to turn off the color correctors, hopefully. Yeah, we should be. That looks a lot better. That one's hit into center field. This is going to get down. It will not. It'll hang up there for Robbie Papel for out number 1. It's going to bring up Diego Delventhal. That one fouled away, 0-1. Fouled away again, 0-2. Pitch misses, 1-2. That one's hit out to left field. Brady White going back on it. He'll make the play just before the warning track. That's out number 2. It'll bring up Jet Guevara trying to extend the inning. If the Anchors want to start to mount a comeback, they only have 4 outs to do it. Armstrong's pitch is hit sharply down the right field line, almost into the A's bullpen. It's going to be 0-1. Looks like a new pitcher warming up for the A's is Victor Leonardo. That one hit out to left field. It's going to end up foul. Brady White will watch it head into the seats. That one's hit up the middle. That's going to get down for a base hit. Guevara's first hit of the ball game puts a runner at first with 2 away. And it'll bring up Mitch Nelson. That pitch is in there for a called strike. Nelson's going to use his timeout. Steps out of the box for a moment. And a ball skips in from the A's bullpen behind home plate. We're going to have to take another timeout. Throw over to first, not in time. Pitch misses low. 1-1. That one skied foul out of play. 1-2. Hit foul again. This one down the right field line. 1-2 remains the count. That one is cut on and fouled back into the catcher's glove. Armstrong gets the strikeout. And the A's will hit in the bottom of the eighth, looking for more. Again, otherwise, they're 3 outs away from winning this one. We'll see you in the bottom of inning number 8. Stay tuned. It's going to be a good finish. The A's are up 6-0. Rico steps in and hits a ball way out there. It's going to be off the wall. That ball was crushed. He just hit it to the biggest part of the yard. That one's going to get off the wall for a double, although he's asking to check that it might be a home run. We might get to the bottom of it later. I'll see if I can zoom into the footage. But unfortunately, I can't help them. The sound off that bat was insane. It did come down. We'll see if an umpire saw it. Regardless, Rico's going to get an extra base hit. We'll see if it's a home run or if it's a double. That was one pitch. I was just turning off the mic from mute to on, and that one got out of here in a hurry. Or at least got off the bat in a hurry. We'll see if it was indeed out of here. Umpire's still deliberating. We'll see what the call is. They're going to keep him at second base. Caleb Rico, not the happiest with that, although doubt he can be too frustrated as he still ends up on second base. Very close play. I'm probably going to look at that later tonight and see if it left over the wall or not. But without any video review, the call on the field stands, and it's going to be a runner at second with Sean Psyche coming up. Big double off the bat of Caleb Rico. That ball was hammered. Psyche, of course, has a big game today. He has a couple base hits. One of them an extra base hit. Had a double, would come around to score, and then scored that all-important first run of the day. It was an RBI single for Psyche back in the fourth. Psyche takes ball 2. That one hit out to short. Rico's going to go ahead to third. He'll make it. Psyche is thrown out, but it'll work as a sacrifice. One away, but Caleb Rico moves over to third. It's going to bring up Jordan Hartley. Hartley hit an RBI double his last time up. Drove in the second run of the game. Infield in now for the Anchors. Hartley takes a breaking ball that just misses 1-0. That one's hit out into right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Coming in to score is Caleb Rico. And Hartley has his second RBI of the game. The A's put up 7 now. Good day at the plate for Hartley. Couple hits, a couple RBIs. I'll bring up Mitchell, who also has a run-scoring hit as well. Was a single that ended up being a triple. That one's popped up. It's going to be out of play, foul near the A's dugout. Swung on and missed, strike 2. The pitcher, Keesis, is still out there, although there is action in the Alameda bullpen. That one's going to get through. The big turn from Hartley, but he'll stay at second. Move him up 90 feet. He's in scoring position now. It's a 1-2 count to the hitter, Mitchell. That one hit up the middle. It's going to be booted by the second baseman. They're going to send Hartley all the way home. And he'll be tagged out. It'll put Mitchell on second. probably go as a single, although it might be a fielder's choice, but I think he was going to make it to first anyway. Two down for Robbie Papel. That one's low and away, ball one. Papel took a walk his last time up. Misses again, ball two. Outside again, ball three. Pitch in the dirt, ball four. 4-pitch walk for Papel. On for the second consecutive time. Angel Mejia is going to step in now after the Papel walk. Mejia went yard his last time up. Hit the big 3-run home run to crack this game open. We'll see what he can do here. He's got first and second, 2 outs. Takes that pitch just low, ball one. He's looking to add more. They already have a run across this inning. That one is skied high, should be playable. It is going to be caught falling down by the first baseman for out number 3. They retire the dangerous Mejia, but the A's get another run, courtesy of a huge double from Caleb Rico that almost went out, and then an RBI single from Jordan Hartley. And the A's are up 7-0 going into the ninth. Welcome back to the top of the ninth inning. The A's three outs away from getting the win and officially taking first place in the PCCBL for now, at least. There's still games to go. Victor Leonardo is going to be trying to close it out for the A's tonight. He'll be facing Cam Imberg, who has a couple hits today. 2 of the 4, actually, for the Anchors are off the bat of Cam Imberg. Leonardo comes into this game with a 2.80 ERA, and he's up 1-1 in the count here to Imberg. Thrown 5 innings. Been a little bit for Leonardo since he's gotten into a game. He has been primarily a 9th inning guy. That one misses, ball 2. Looks like maybe Sergio Ruiz in the bullpen possibly. Yep, I see a single digit. That could only mean Sergio Ruiz. But first, it's going to be Leonardo trying to pitch through the 9th with a 7-run lead. He's got another back in the 8th. And Cam Imberg, though, has his 3rd hit of the ball game. This one likely a double. It is a leadoff double for Cam Imberg, his 3rd hit of. That was weird. Had a little flicker of the internet here. We're back, though. Looks like we're back into the stream. The 0-1 pitch to the pinch hitter Johnston is outside. That's going to get by the catcher. That is going to allow Imberg to get to 3rd. Pitch low, ball 3. That one's inside, ball 4. And the Anchors have runners at the corners now with nobody out. It'll be Lagios to the plate. He's 0 for 2. He was hit by a pitch earlier in the game. Fouls that one straight back off the screen door behind the plate. Made a loud noise. It's 0-1. That pitch is high and in, 1-1. That one's in there and it's fouled off. 1-2. Leonardo hoping to secure the first out of this 9th inning. That one misses outside to even up the count. It's 2-2. Looked like he might have tried to slide her away to get Loggio swinging, but he holds up. That one's outside, 3-2. Leonardo looking to find the strike zone right here. Cut on and missed. Foul tipped into Hartley's glove. That's strike 3. A big first out for Leonardo. Puts the A's 2 away from a win. It's going to bring up Coulter McMasters, who pinch hit earlier today. He's 0 for 1. McMasters is able to hold up. Pitches 1-0. That one's outside 2-0. That one's high, 3-0. McMasters was taken all the way. It's 3-1. The 3-1 pitch is in there, called strike 2. Good pitch from Leonardo. He finds his pitch. He throws. It's high, ball 4, and that's going to load the bases. And Coach Hinojosa coming out to talk with Victor. And looks like we may get a pitching change here. We'll see in just a second. We'll be right back after the mound visit. Welcome back. It is going to be Sergio Ruiz, the new pitcher, facing Kevin Kroom for the Anchors. Ruiz, over 10 innings, has a 4.90 ERA. Had a couple rough outings, although his last one, he threw I believe it was a clean 1-2-3 innings last time out there in relief. And it's a 1-1 count to Kroom. Kroom had a double earlier today. Swings and misses at that pitch. It's a 1-2. Couldn't tell if it was fouled off or not. And Hartley just caught it, but either way, that's a strike. Ruiz inherits a bases-loaded situation, although with a 7-run lead, that one's fouled off. None of the base runners matter as long as he can get a couple outs. If the inning goes a lot longer, obviously they would matter, but as of right now, he has the luxury to just focus on the hitter at the plate. Cut on and missed, and Sergio gets the strikeout. 2 away. He's going to bring up the leadoff hitter, Evan Fruici. Ruiz's pitch almost gets Fruici in the head. That's going to get past the catcher as it goes over his head. And that's going to be a run. Well, the Anchors aren't getting shut out today. They get a run across. It's 7-1. The 1-0 pitch is in there, a called strike 1. That one skied into left field. Checklich and Brady White closing in on it. It's going to be Brady White who makes the play for out number 3. And the A's win a big one tonight. They officially take first place in the PCCBL after this win against the Alameda Anchors. They win at 7-1. We'll go over the final lines for the teams. The Alameda Anchors had 1 run on 5 hits and committed 3 errors. Your victorious Fresno A's put up 7 runs on 11 hits and committed 0 errors. Good clean game for them defensively. Let me get the scoreboard up in just a second. The A's now get a 1-game lead over the Anchors for the conference, although many conference games still to play. No more against the Anchors, though, so this is a big series to win 2-0. Glad they could get the short series sweep. And should be able to put up the post-game scoreboard now. There we go. Athletics 7, Anchors 1. We'll be back in action next week. We have a few days off here. Next Tuesday, we'll play here at Chancey Park at 6 p.m. against the Red Tails. It'll be a non-conference 2-game series, Tuesday and Wednesday, same time, same place. But yeah, until then, the A's are going to get a break to rest and recover for the end of the season stretch. They try to now extend their conference lead, although they're going to have to wait another week to do it. As I said, the Red Tails will be a non-conference series. As for players of the game, as I look over the A's roster and lineup today, obviously the pitching was phenomenal. Josh Moreno, 6 1/3 shutout, only 3 hits allowed. Austin Armstrong, Victor Leonardo, and Sergio Ruiz came in to close it out. They all did great jobs. As for the hitting, really wasn't much of an offensive game for either side until the 7th. Sean Psyche had a big day. There it is. Psyche today had a couple hits, including the go-ahead RBI single back in the 3rd that broke the scoreless tie, or back in the 4th rather, that broke the scoreless tie. Also followed up with a double and a run scored later on. Jordan Hartley had a couple hits, a couple RBI. Mejia, of course, had 2 hits, including the big 3-run home run that gave the A's a more comfortable lead in the 7th. Kinzel had a hit. Brady White reached a couple times with a hit. Caleb Rico had a double that almost went over the wall. It was a questionable call in the field and confirmed was a double. However, there's a chance it might have gone over. Robbie Vappell got on a couple times via a walk. Scott Mitchell had a base hit and had a couple hits and an RBI. Gabe, similar to last night, just up and down the lineup, everyone contributed. And that's what you want as a team. Like, as a coach, can't ask for more than that. Just up and down contributions from everybody on the mound, in the lineup, on defense. Great day today for the A's. They get the 7-1 win. And we'll get a player up here for the interview if you're able to stick around. If not, thanks for joining us tonight. It was a good 2-game set for the A's. They sweep the series against the rival Alameda Anchors. And I'll be right back with a player to interview in just a moment. And we're on. Thank you, everybody, for tuning around to the post-game interview. I'm here with Jordan Hartley, today's player of the game for the A's. And first off, I want to thank you for coming doing the interview. And good game today.
Thank you.
And so first thing I want to talk about, you came in clutch. It was a 1-0 game when you had, I believe it was Sean out at second, and you got the big RBI double. I want to ask, like, did your approach change knowing that it's like a close game, trying to get insurance runs? Or is it kind of just same as any other at-bat?
Yeah, I like to just stay on my approach no matter the situation. I find that changing it kind of leaves me questioning myself, so just step in, try to do what I always do, and hope it, my preparation works.
Yeah, and it definitely did there. Like, that was a big hit, especially at that point in the game. And so speaking of being able to hit like you did today, so you're a catcher, and you, Eli, and Sean have been kind of cycling around behind the plate, and probably good for your knees, probably helping those out a bit, not having to get in the squad every day. But how do you stay fresh and ready to go? Like, because some days you don't necessarily get to hit, but you go out there the next day and have to swing the bat. What's your preparation for that?
Yeah, just staying on it every day. Like, imagining every day is a day where I'm going to show up and play. And just staying on my prep like I would if I was to play every day. And then when you come in after mental reps and all your prep, it's just like another game.
For sure. And then I want to ask you, as we get to, I think we're a little over the halfway point in the season up to now, could be a single moment, could be your favorite thing in general. Do you have like your favorite or most memorable part about playing here this summer?
I am feel. Yeah, just like being around the guys, honestly. Being around them is great. We got a great group of guys here that love to win and love to compete, and it's easy to show up to the yard and want to play with them every day.
Absolutely, yeah. You guys, especially as the season goes on, you guys have great chemistry, and especially now when you guys are on a roll, it looks really good. And so last thing I want to ask before I let you go, could be a tough question, maybe not for some people. What's your favorite song? Could be song, or we've had guys answer artist as well. That's a valid answer too.
Yeah. Artist, I'm going to have to go Drake, but for just a total song, I'm going to go Turtles All the Way Down.
Awesome. I think I was listening to that around like COVID. I found that song. I'm like, that's a good song. Probably my favorite Sturgill Simpson.
Yeah, it's great.
Well, awesome. Thank you again for doing the interview.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate all you do.
Of course. Great win today.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for sticking around. That was Jordan Hartley, your A's catcher and player of the game. He came through in a big way today, put the insurance run. The A's ended up getting some more, of course, but especially at that point in the game, that was a huge swing at the bat. And he was great behind the dish, too, today. Helped the A's get a great win, take the sole possession lead of the PCCBL, and now they get, I think, 5 days off until we come back next Tuesday to play the Red Tails. Should be a good break for the guys, although they are on a hot streak right now. They've won 6 in a row, so may not want to have too long of a break off, but I'm sure they'll be working at it during the break, getting their swings, getting their throws all good to go, hammering things down, and get ready for next week. So great win for the A's today. They win it 7-1 over the Anchors. Thanks for joining us out here. If you could make it, we always appreciate having you guys out and tuning in to the live stream. And on behalf of myself, Chris Kiggins, the Fresno A's organization, and beautiful Chichancy Park, again, we want to thank you for tuning in. It was a great game today, and we'll see you next week, Tuesday, here at Chichancy Park at 6 p.m. again when the A's take on the Red Tails. It'll be a good one. Can't wait to see you there. Have a good night.